Well, this is gonna be one uncomfortable episode of RWBY Volume 7. This is episode 8. Cordially invited. Alright, I actually checked out the RWBY forums and on the RWBY Twitter. Yesterday here, as of this recording, Rooster Teeth has dropped this letter, the invitation that, Ironwood received. It's like, you're cordially invited to the Schnee, majoral ball, gala, whatever. And the way, the invitation was, the handwritten part of the invitation here, I mean, it was all gibberish, but something about the way it was written it pissed me the hell off. Like, it was saying, even the writing was looking down on those less fortunate, we'll say, as it's the holidays. It makes... Oh boy, and just a thumbnail of this episode here with Jacques just sitting there looking all... looking all business-like, but, yeah, it pisses me off. Anyhow, Jacques and Ironwood engage in a dangerous game of wits. Oh boy. Meanwhile, the kids must face their most dangerous threat yet. A high-class dinner party. Alright, I said it before, but let's see. Weiss, she's a pro. She's been trained all her life for that. Although I learned something actually also last week as well, during the week. May Hagel, one of Robin's happy huntresses, they can do like those invisible barriers. Well, I feel sorry for her because she's related to Henry. And that Henry guy here, who, if we remember Volume 4, during when Weiss was in a ball and a gala or something like that, another big party, he was the guy trying to hit on Weiss and didn't even know what this party was for here. That was for those who fell at Beacon. Wow. May is related to that asshole. Oh, and apparently she's trans? Which I don't see why that's a factor in really... I mean, sure, have it in a description, but big deal. She's trans, and moving on. So, yeah. So Weiss, she's good. Blake... Well, her father is the leader of the finest town in Menagerie. He leads that. So, I think she's good. Yang and RWBY definitely have some difficulty, especially if RWBY has to wear high heels. We saw how that went during the party here. It was cute. It was pretty cute how she was, struggling to keep balance. And I am terrified if Nora is in this thing. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, I was stuttering a bit there. Upon the... yeah, it's still... Okay, someone in the comment sections told me the reason why I could be stuttering like this is because of a lot of people are currently watching this show at the same time and yeah, that makes sense as well. I never considered that. And yeah, right now, I'm sure a lot of people waking up. Many reactors are also waking up. Imagine Murder Birds, Freelance Amber, Tons of Damage. They're all waking up. They're all watching this as well, making the recordings. Okay, judging by the description as well, we may not see what's going on with Robin here after she how she's sort of, you know, we know she's not stopping what she's doing here, but she might alter her orders here now that she knows what Ironwood's trying to do with Emily Arena. After all, restoring global communication benefits everyone on the planet and paints Atlas in a better light here. She must be aware of the bad rep Atlas has.
My father would turn a hostile takeover into a fluffy PR move. On the news, he said he just wanted to break bread and hash things out. Maybe it won't be so bad. We do want the general to start opening up to these people.
No! On his terms. Ironwood's going to be locked in a room at his rival's own dinner party.
Yeah.
Jacques says he's happy to moderate.
No.
All that really means is he'll be the one controlling the conversation.
Not hard to imagine how that's gonna play out.
Yeah, look, Oscar's smart.
I can't believe he won. Robin was supposed to be the people's champion, wasn't she? There's just too many coincidences.
You really think your dad might have something to do with Salem?
I think my father would do whatever it takes to win.
Basically,
same.
Jock took.
Well, no one knows your dad better than you, and out of everyone going tonight,
Watts essentially convinced Jock to take an actual real world event here.
I think we should know what it is.
I mean, for those of you who watch like the Men Who Built America channel documentary, you know what I'm talking about here. Where basically the three big powers here at the time of industry, like J.P. Morgan, Rockefeller, and Carnegie, when the presidential elections were coming up against someone who wants to break the monopoly, they said, hey, if this guy wins, don't come to the jobs. Oh wow, you had to pay her more. Okay, better line would have been, well, respect, you guys to give me a hefty raise.
Good evening, everyone.
Where's Klein?
What an interesting way to say, hello, dear brother, how have you been? I'm afraid you won't find him here.
What?
He was let go.
Oh!
I can't imagine why.
Klein!
Well, exactly how large do you think our dining room table is?
I happen to know it's enormous.
I haven't.
Most of my guests will be on standby in case the council requests additional eyewitnesses. Until then, I'm sure they'll be happily celebrating your father's victory.
I like how you keep that smile up. Wow. Wow, we've seen this room before here, but it's gotten a bit of a makeover here.
If you're joining us in the dining room, please follow me.
Wish us luck. I mean, they already invited you, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh God. Shipping fuel.
Care for a drink, sir?
A faunus.
No.
Oh yeah.
I think I'll just stick to patrolling the grounds.
Yeah, he's trying not to drink.
Words out of my mouth.
Right, well, don't wander off, don't break anything, and be ready in case the general calls on you.
Hors d'oeuvres?
Let's see them out of house and home.
Counterpoint, how about we do wander off, consider breaking things, and then all that other stuff.
And
I'll be in touch.
Dear sister, I was hoping we could use this time to catch up. Oh, I have to know. Why did you go through so much trouble to leave home, only to come crawling back?
This might be a problem.
Yeah, that kid.
General Ironwood, please.
Whoa.
Have a seat.
That is, hey Robin. That is big, but not big enough for everyone.
Councilman Sleet. Councilwoman Camilla.
Sleet and Camilla.
Would have had a nice ring to it. Though I suppose I should just be grateful I got invited to the table.
Miss Hill, that vigor of yours is
so the
why
two
you
counselors, other
are
councils.
with us tonight.
What is she doing here?
What we're all doing here, James.
Sleet and Camilla.
Which means we have much to discuss.
Indeed. I was hoping we could start by...
Are we safe with her here, by the way? I do recall some confusion regarding her involvement in that horrific massacre.
As the official report stated, that footage was doctored. Penny is completely under my control.
Which is concerning, I think.
Concerning?
She's in control.
Let's talk about exactly what it is.
She's in control. Yeah, I have a feeling he'll turn that around.
Why won't this kid buzz off?
We need to do something.
What was that earlier about breaking things?
Uh-oh! Look at Nora! Look at Nora having just fun. She doesn't want to break stuff.
I'm sure the company is lucky to have you.
Oh.
But if you'll pardon me.
And where exactly is it that you're going?
While they're talking. Right in this guy's.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh! Woohoo! Oh, look at Red smiling! Yeah. Only it's gonna land the woman, isn't it? Yeah? Oh no! Diving! Horrible! Oh, well, okay, that worked. Collateral damage, but it worked. You are laughing. You are so smiling. Yes, you had. I can just imagine a big grin on her face. It got smaller as she dropped her hand, but yeah.
With a fair amount of autonomy for the past few years, James. But what we need now is for you to work with us.
Sir, I have...
It's obvious that no kingdom intends to declare war on Atlas. We had no involvement in the incident at Haven. We have proof our drones weren't acting on orders at Beacon. At this point, the closure of Atlas borders is only serving to hurt our relations with the rest of the world.
The rest of the world? It's hurting us. The people of Atlas are suffering, and they want to know why.
Quite right, Miss Hill. And I'm afraid there's more than just your choices that have brought harm to our citizens as of late. Have your forces found any additional evidence as to who is slaughtering innocent civilians down in Mantle?
That is an ongoing investigation, the details of which are classified, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid of the ever-growing list of classified information you seem to be keeping. I asked our fellow councilman here to shed some light on your Amity.
I'm scared of you right now.
They know about as much as I do.
Even you don't know?
The Amity Project will help with all of the issues you presented. But you have to understand that discretion is a top priority at this time.
Are you saying you don't trust us?
You can't trust like everything else. You have to earn it.
Wow!
I couldn't have said it better myself.
He was just waiting for you!
If I may be blunt, you have spent what little trust this council had left in you. The hacker who turned Atlas drones against us was never captured. Whoever's been murdering your critics is still at large. How are we supposed to give you our trust when you've given us nothing as of late?
That's not what...
Winter.
Be quiet, he was hoping you'd go to that outburst! He was playing you! Son of a... Was that their mom? Over there, like...
Miss Schnee? Is everything okay?
I'm fine, thank you. Keep up the great work.
It's your father's study.
Hello, darling.
Willow! Willow, huh?
Are you okay?
I'll be fine. I just let my emotions get the better of me.
I'll say!
What do you mean?
You wouldn't understand.
Oh. Right.
It's...
No. What I mean is, this place holds a lot of memories for me specifically. I thought I was...
Yeah, this is personal.
You heard me. I sounded like a petulant child.
I thought you sounded fine. You were just speaking from your heart.
And that is precisely the problem.
This is
Should have just stayed in line.
This is politics. Speaking from the heart.
I guess you're right. I don't understand.
And it's probably a good thing you don't. Cause
I'm sorry I couldn't come down for your party. I'm afraid I'm not feeling well.
Wow, so she is a drunk. It's one thing to hear it, it's another thing to see it.
It's okay, Mom. It's fine.
What are you doing in your father's office?
God, she looks...
Just looking for something I left.
That's right, you left. You left.
Wow.
I need to use Father's computer.
Why?
Because I think he may have done something. Something wrong.
I thought we all simply assumed that at this point.
Yes, well, some of us are trying to do something about it.
Oh, wow. You said that wrong, Wise. You just said... the bottle! She went straight for the bottle! Wow! I'm trying to do something about it.
He started locking his home computer.
I'm trying...
But... he still has blind spots.
Willow Schnee, I'm impressed.
You put a camera in here?
I put them in every room of this house. For our safety, in case I ever need... You haven't come back to stay, have you?
No.
Not yet. Oh! Good! Oh! Oh!
A man came by. I'm afraid your father may be involved in something more dangerous than he realizes.
Oh boy, yes he is.
No matter what happens, Weiss, please don't forget about your brother.
Whitley wants nothing to do with me.
Of course not. You left him alone. With us.
With him. He's still, I mean, yeah, the kid's maybe a little shit, but he's still your brother.
Who are you?
Atlas Academy. Wow. Nice scroll there. Yeah, he had axe. Okay, that's still mantle. He's shutting down the heating units. And now, it's snowing. Oh, the heating units was what turned the snow into rain. But with those things off now.
Hey, Mom, it's snowing.
Oh no. Willow. Yeah, it's like, wow. Alcohol has not been that kind. She looks older than Jacques. God. I have heard that she was an alcoholic. Hell, I know it's been confirmed by Rooster Teeth. But to actually see it, that's always the real gut puncher. Like, you can hear everything, all these stories, but when you're actually see it with your own two eyes, I can't imagine how she smells. It's like I'm pretty sure when Weiss got closer and closer, she could actually smell the tonic on her. It's a whole other thing. No, what the hell? No. Right now I gotta back up here. I got a lot of other stuff to do here. It's okay, there we are. Sorry about that. So many things to do, but yeah. First, okay, probably the first thing, a small change in the script I would do. And okay, first of all, is this here, this scene right here, where they thought that Jacques' idea of closing down some companies would backfire here. It could have, but it was literally a bit of a coin toss, like I said. I mean, like I described here, because I remember watching the docudrama of the men who built America. I love that drama. I like that. I like those kind of dramas, by the way, here, where back when the Gilded Age of America here and the big monopolies, you know, under control were Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan, and Carnegie. Yeah, and the presidential elections were coming up. There was a candidate here who wanted to break down the monopolies. So, what did they do? What did the three captains of industry do? They bought the election, essentially. So yeah, and they made a threat here where if this guy goes and wins the election, don't come to work because you won't have any jobs. That's essentially what Jacques did here. He frightened everyone into voting for him. So, yeah, good job. So I can't. Damn, yeah, effective. Then we got this scene right here. It's like, I love this scene. Well, you just smile with the cameras.
Sir, with all due respect, you'd have to pay me.
Sir, with all due respect, you'd have to pay me. Yeah, I mean, I think a better line would have been if sir, with all due respect, you'd have to give me a raise. You have to give me a substantial raise. Because, yeah, how much is he getting? I mean, she works for the military, obviously, so I'm assuming she gets a pretty good paycheck here. Yeah. So you'd have to give, but yeah, either way, this works either way. But I think it would have been funnier if she would ask her boss for use an excuse to get a massive raise. Either way, it works. It works. Okay, and there we got that. But yeah, they'll be on call, but Ironwood is indeed stuck in a very bad issue here, especially now that we've met. Also, I gotta admit though, I love this the grand hall, the hall here, the entry hall. It's like we've seen this area in Volume 4, and it got an extremely beautiful makeover. They touched it up. It's like the chandelier up here looks different. I gotta go back to Volume 4 and see the Schnee household and just this area right here. But yeah, the statues look like they've definitely been high-resed up here, big time here. And obviously, I'm assuming these things can actually move. I can't wait to see that. But yeah, look. I gotta admit, it's too. Obviously, it's a grand hall for obvious reasons to give off an impression a bit of how big the family is, but to me it just shows this is also brings out an impression of how big their freaking egos is. And I notice how several of the waiters are all faunus for obvious reasons. Then there was this interesting scene here of, yeah.
I think.
Crow.
Care for a drink, sir?
Like, oh god. Oh, wow. You can see the desire in Crow for that, but he is literally fighting it. Wow.
No thanks. I think I'll just stick to patrolling the grounds.
Then we got Whitley here, and then here we got we see the other councils here. So from what we gather, the councils are all 4 seats.
Councilman Sleet.
Councilman Sleet.
Councilwoman Camilla.
Camilla.
Councilwoman Hill would have had a nice ring to it.
Agreed.
Though I suppose I should just be grateful I got invited to the table.
You do represent most of Mantle. But Sleet and Camilla. Obviously, I wonder what sort of fairy tales background they represent. I don't know.
Miss Hill, that vigor of yours is precisely why we're grateful to have you with us tonight.
And I like how, yes, Jacques even used this opportunity with Hill here to express that even they, the other two council members, do not know what Ironwood is planning. Because her reaction said, "Oh, wait, even you guys don't know?" At least she has some idea now.
What we're all doing here, James, addressing the concerns of our kingdom, which means we have much to discuss.
Damn. Citizen Kane vibes here.
Indeed.
Like, it's like, yeah, oh boy, the symbolism here with the opposite ends here. And Hill is cleverly positioned to be right in the middle. Well, no, actually, let's see. Yeah, right position, right to be right in the middle.
To discuss.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's like these things are. It's like the chandeliers are also represent the way of like, like allegiances. Like anyone who's on the chandelier on the far end is on respective sides here. Like, which is why I like how Penny here is right underneath the chandelier. To really symbolize that she is on Ironwood's side, but yeah, after what happened, she's scared, and I love it. Hill right in the center, not taking any sides.
I was hoping we could start by...
Are we safe with her here, by the way? I do recall some confusion regarding what it is you control.
But yeah, this scene told us a lot here. I mean, Winter. Oh boy, just hearing her like... Just hear, yeah. The tapping sound, like, wow, she was irritated here. Just being in his household gets on her nerves. I do gotta say, though, shouldn't you... This is something I think, this is where Ironwood sort of, kind of screwed the pooch in a way. He at least should have disclosed who did the killings. Like, at least tell him that here to gain some level of trust on your side here. We have reason to believe that it's Tyrion Kalos. That is Tyrion Kalos. Like they say, I mean, yeah, I would say, and why can you capture this maniac here? Well, clearly, because we also have reason to believe that he's working for someone else. Possibly the same people who are responsible for Beacon. Possibly the same people who hacked our system at Beacon. And obviously who doctored the image. Because he's clearly working with someone who knows our system. Because Tyrion Kalos does not have... I mean, they should know that Tyrion does not have the expertise to doctor that image of Penny here. So at least give him something to work with. I mean, yeah, they could use that as ammunition as well, but it does endear some sense of trust back in them. This scene was so... I like the music and everything was so like...
Care for a drink?
I just love that. Especially how like a giddy Nora was, like just seeing her. Look at that. It's like I wanna break stuff.
Hear about breaking.
Look at the little pea patters. That's so cute. And yeah.
Well, Whitley, I'm sure the company is
all that. I don't know. I'm sure she would, if she could, she would eat that. But I don't think she would also throw it up, as it's like too.
did he feel part
high
of it?
class.
Where exactly is it that you're going?
Yeah, so. And oh my god, there's a cute little smile on Weiss's face. It's so cute. But I'm pretty sure when she was like this, she had a massive grin.
If you'll excuse me.
And yeah, she managed to trick it down to that adorable little smile. It makes her look so cute.
The fact of the matter is, you've operated with a fair amount of autonomy for the past few years, James. But what we need now is for you to work with us.
Sir, I have...
It's obvious that no kingdom intends to declare war on Atlas. We had no involvement in the incident at Haven. We have proof our drones weren't acting on orders at Beacon.
True, but that's not enough. I mean, people...
At this point, the closure of Atlas borders is only serving to hurt our relations with the rest of the world.
The rest of the world? It's hurting us.
That have brought harm to our citizens. Evidence as to who seem to...
The Amity Project will help with all of the issues you presented. But you have to...
You don't know?
The Amity Project...
Yeah, like, that's what I'm talking about here. Where
I do.
Even you don't know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in fact, out of these four here, that's another reason why Hill's so far away, because in the middle here, because she at least knows at least part of what the project's all about here. But these three here, council members here, do not know. I'm very curious to see what she does with this information now. This revelation where even the Sleet and Camilla have no clue what Ironwood's doing. Of course, the biggest reveal here is where we finally get to see Weiss's mother. Oh wow. My god. Yeah, no, I noticed this as well, but her hair doesn't have the same ice bluish sheen that Weiss and even Winter have.
He started locking his home computer. But he still has blind spots.
But yeah, like, she clearly does care. Like, I love the scene where, she cries. She gets a tear.
Good.
This where learn that Weiss has no intention of returning home. And she just cries there. Look at that tear. It's like, oh, wow, Willow Schnee does well with these scenes. I mean, we know that on Weiss's 10th birthday, on her 10th birthday, her father came to admit it to her mother that she only married her for her for her family money and everything like that. It's like, wow.
A man came by.
And yeah, she essentially gave Weiss what she needed. Now, hopefully, she can leave the party with that. Oh, make a copy, Weiss. Send a.
I'm afraid your father may be involved in something more dangerous than he realizes.
Oh, you have no idea. Make sure to grab a copy of that recording, Weiss, as a precaution. And then we got this scene. Oh boy, he's access to the heating units. Because the Schnee Dust Company does have access to those units as well, like Weiss mentioned previous episode here. So it wasn't. His partnership with Jacques wasn't just to sow some discord within the council, Ironwood and everything, but also so he can get access to what basically turned to the heating units. And without the heating units melting the snow, we got a blizzard coming in. The cold winter blister of Solitas is striking Mantle full force. I mean, this is ominous right here. Like, small, then it picks up. Wind blowing gets heavier and heavier. Oh boy. So, yeah. He's pushing it. Of course, this is all a distraction. Let Mantle and Atlas worry now about their heating issues, while he takes advantage of their diverted attention to try to think of another angle, work on the other angle to get access to Atlas's main systems. This is how bad. This is just how bad things are. In both as just a living expanse, like politically, like just financially now, and just socially in Atlas and Mantle. At this point, if Ironwood can't tackle currently Mantle here, it doesn't matter. He'll never get the project finished. That's the thing. He's focused so much on completing the Amity Tower that by ignoring some of Mantle's request for like putting it on hold, it's just making things worse here. And now it's affecting the project itself here. It's like you said last episode, it's on indefinite hold. Oh boy. So yeah. How many episodes is this volume again? Because I seriously doubt we're gonna have by the end of the volume here, the tower will not be completed. If anything, I keep thinking that by the end of this volume here, it's gonna be a prelude to essentially a civil war. Oh boy, civil unrest will. Yeah, it'll go from civil unrest to civil conflict. Oh boy. So yeah, I'm worried. I am very worried. Okay, so yeah, everyone, thank you for watching. As always, comment below what you all thought. Like and subscribe for more videos. Till the next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.